In this video, we're going to take a look at Deo, an AI teacher agent that helps you instantly create and modify assignments in your courses. First, we can access it by clicking on this button over here, and let's see what its capabilities are. So these are the following things that Deo can do. So Deo can create and edit all the different types of assignments, get details about the assignment, connect assignments to Canvas for grade syncing, share your assignments by posting them on Linguaverse, or duplicating, resetting, and delete assignments. So it can pretty much do any of the tasks you would normally do manually in terms of creating, editing, or deleting assignments, or connecting to Canvas or Linguaverse. It'll just do it instantly on its own automatically so that you don't have to do these things manually. So let's start by creating an assignment. So let's say create a voice chat assignment about. So now you see here, it just instantly created one in my Spanish 2 class on this topic of traditions. So you can specify the topic, and you can also click this here to view the assignment. And we can see the assignment has been created here. So you can specify the topic. You can also give more details, like this. So let's take a look at this assignment. And you can see here, this is exactly what I asked for. And you can see it has due date here and the prompt hidden and Quetzalita enabled. So you can also edit and modify assignments. Let's say change this assignment to. Now if we take a look at this, the visibility is after the due date, and we'll see that there's a 20% penalty over here. So you can also ask Deo to create multiple assignments at the same time. For example, and if you don't provide a topic, then it'll just pick whichever topic it likes. And you see here, it created all these 3 assignments here, as we see here. So we can also, of course, ask Deo to create reading and listening assignments. And you can either specify how many passages or audios you want and how many questions. Or if you don't provide it, Deo will just pick whichever one or whichever amounts it feels best. So this is going to take a little bit longer than creating the other assignment types because it has to actually generate the audio here or generate the passages, which takes a little bit longer to generate. So let's give it a moment here. And we see here the assignment has been created. So let's take a look at it. And we can see here are all the questions and here are the audios.
Ricardo, es... Bienvenidos.
So another thing we can do is we can edit assignments that may have not actually been created by Deo, but we're able to edit them by doing something like this. And we see here this new passage has been generated right over here along with some questions. So another thing that's similar to that we can do is in a vocab or grammar quiz, we can also edit the questions like that, and we can actually do something like this. So we can tell to remove questions, add questions, or even replace questions. And we see here that if you're editing something that students have already submitted to, there's a warning here, just like when you're editing it normally, that if you'd like to apply it to future submissions or reset past submissions. And now we see here that it removed those 2 old questions and added 4 new questions. So the total count is 12. So one last thing you can do here is you can upload assignments you've created to Linguaverse through Deo itself. So you can say, and now Deo posted this assignment to Linguaverse so other teachers can view it and download it themselves. You can also edit Linguaverse settings, for example, update the posting, and you can also remove the posting like that. So pretty much anything you do normally yourself, like creating assignments, editing assignments, making any other type of modification, or uploading them to Linguaverse, or even doing Canvas connection. You can do all of that through Deo to save you a lot of time, especially when you're on a time crunch. So that wraps it up for this video. Thanks for watching.